Hello and welcome back to MAFT UK, and today I'm doing a bit of range practice. I've walked up a back of Coniston again, up onto this land that I got permission to shoot on and permission to do what I'm doing, before you ask. I'm practicing for a shoot that's coming up in a few weeks, which is memorial shoot for a couple of shooters. I've done it before, but this time I'm actually shooting my 308 at the competition. I've only ever shot my 243 at the comp before. It's a heavy rifle that I've got now, but I thought I'd give it a go. I'm going to check out a few rounds as well, a few more loads, see how accurate they are. I've got some heavier weights. I'll talk about that later. In the meantime, the range is set up. I've got Missy with me, my dog, to make sure that she stays behind me when I'm firing, because she's a bit of a nightmare really. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It has been raining all morning. It's just stopped now, so I've managed to get my targets out. But yeah, it's not an ideal day. There's no wind whatsoever, probably 1 mile at most. So it's a great day for it. Not too sunny, so I won't get a lot of haze. So hopefully my shooting should be good. I'm going to practice on some loads that I've done previously. I'm going to use them in the comp. And I'm going to check up some heavier bullets, some 195 grain ones, just to see how they fire in the rifle. Again, just to practice. That's all it is. It's just to see how they go, how they fly, how they cope with the rifle, or how the rifle copes with that load. So yep, let's get back down to my rifle over here. There's nobody else about. I've got a decent backstop. It's a 100-meter range I've set up. The shoot that we're doing is when you do the deer stalking qualification. So it's the standard shoot. So you start at 100 meters in a prone position if you wish, and you fire so many rounds at the target. Check your grouping, get a good group. Then you move forward, kneeling, sitting or standing to 75. Then you move forward again down to 25, and I think it's 30 actually. And you can fire then standing only. So that's it. That's the shoot itself. That's what I'm doing today. But also I'm getting a few rounds in practice as well. So let's get set up. I'll show you a bit more in a second. And yeah, welcome to MAFT UK. This time, just to help me check my groups from this distance, I've got my new Swarovski, it's a Swarovski spotting scope. It's an awesome piece of equipment. It's been left to me, so it's been given. I haven't bought it. I couldn't afford anything like this. So yeah, the rain's just starting to come again now, which is a bit of a shame, but let's get the rain jackets on. It's not always sunshine when you shoot, so here we go. So what have we got in front of us here? So I've got 10 of these ballistic tipped 308s, and they're 195 grain with N55 powder with 41.5 grains of N550. And we have these which are 175 grain of N50 powder at 41.5 grains. And finally my competition ammunition I'm going to be shooting is only short range, which is the 155 grain, which are these smaller tips on them. So 155 is the bullet weight, whereas that one there is 195. So you have the two different weights. That's 195, that's 155. That's how it goes. Where are you getting the focus? There. So I'll be shooting. I've got 30 of these to shoot today. I'm gonna try 10 of these, and then first thing I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna check my zero with 5 rounds of M550. Let's get my magazine loaded. And that little whinging you can hear is naders whinging away in the background. There we go. 5 rounds loaded, good to go. I do have 2 magazines, but I'm not going to put anything in that one there. Alright, so that's my ammunition. Let's see how we get on. So this is my range. Targets there, and with a decent backdrop as well. So there is a path, but it's not a public footpath. It's the farmer's track. I can see left, I can see right, and so I've got good peripheral vision, so it's nice and safe. It's a good little range. I used to just go down here. I used to shoot down here just over there. Sorry, I used to shoot just over there, but unfortunately it's a bit gone, a bit overgrown, and I can't use it, so I've just got to move to the left slightly. So I'm okay, it's perfectly legal what I'm doing. Okay, just make sure that barrel's clear. I'll just sight the barrel through just to make sure there's nothing in there. That looks absolutely fine. We're good to go. Okay. Sit down. Sit. Sit down. Down. That's it. Okay. That last one was a little rushed, but I'm quite happy with that group, to be fair. Quite happy. Just slightly to the left of bullseye. But let's go up, let's have a look at what we've got, let the barrel cool down. But I'm happy with those rounds. I'm happy with the group. I'm not going to adjust on that because I'm quite happy where it is. Yeah, I am happy with that. So let's go and have a look. So there we go. First 5 rounds. That was my first shot, and that was my last shot. And the rest of them pretty much went through the same hole. Just to give you some sort of scale, that's my finger. So that grouping I am more than happy with. Yes indeed. Let's go try one of the heavier rounds and see where they land in comparison to the 155. So I think I'll start with the 195s and see how they compare to the fuller shot from that. But yeah, I am happy with that. Oh, drop one. Sit down. Sit down. Okay, so they were slightly lower. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 of them in the same holes as last time, and the other 3 slightly lower. Let's go and have a look. Shoot another 5 on a separate target. That's what I'll do. Come here. Good girl. Let's try that again. I think I rushed that. That last one. Oh well. Right. That's me. It's not the ammunition. That is definitely me. I knew I'd lost that last one. Right. Okay. Still a good group. Still happy with that. Let's go and have a look. Location. You know, I've fired 15 rounds now. It's looking like I may just do a click right. Let's see.
Come on, Nate. Let's go and have a look, girls.
Okay. This was the flawless shot. This was the flawless shot last time. There. This time, pretty much all the shots went through one finger hole, which I'm really impressed with. And that was my last shot there. So that would have been ½ inch. So I'd have been really pleased with that. I just happened to drop one. So a bit disappointing, but 195 grain. That's grouped really well at 100 meters. So I'm really pleased with that. Got one lot to try, and then I'll practice to shoot. Yeah, pleased with that. I am gonna come right one click.
Sit down. Sit. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Missy, come here. Come here. That is more like it. All 5 rounds touching 175 grain. I'm happy with that. I am very happy with that. Very happy with that. Let's go and have a look.
As I have shot the grouping already, I won't go through the grouping. I'll just go from the 75 into the 25 or 30. I'll go 30 just to be on the safe side, but yeah, I won't. There's no need for me to do the grouping shot again because I've already done it. That's how I'm going to play it. So there are my sticks. They look a bit complicated. They are a bit complicated, but if I'm allowed to use them for the shoot, I will do. And if everyone else uses sticks, I'll use my sticks. Simple as. There we go. I've laser range find where I've got to shoot next, which is 30 meters forward. So I'm just going to take my camera and rifle there and we'll carry on shooting. Come here. Come back here. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. It's actually 3 rounds from here, so 3 rounds here, 3 rounds further up. Missy, get back. Come here. Come here. Come on, come here. Come behind me. Good girl. Sit down. Good girl. Okay, that's 3 rounds there. Move forward now to the come here, come here, come here, come on, come on. Ah, did it again.
Okay. So the object, although it looks a bit scatty, the object of that exercise is to be able to shoot within 9 inches of a particular point within a deer, and it's the heart and lungs area. So as long as my group is within 9 inches standing, then I should be fine. Now I know it's much better than that. It is interesting to see the two different groups appear, but however, that's just the way it is. Now in the competition there's no bullseye, it's just a black shadow, and the actual target area you can't see. So you've just got to assess where the heart and lungs are on a deer, and then you've got to pick that same point of aim every single time, and you've got to be within the 9 inches in that circle with the best group you possibly get. So let's go and have a look at what group I've got doing that. It's not perfect, 2 separate groups clearly, but I'm happy with it. And compared to the last time I shot, which was a complete failure, and I came last in the competition because something was wrong with my rifle, there's nothing wrong with my rifle this time. Any errors are purely and simply down to me. Let's go and have a look. So there we go then. That was my first standing, and this was my second. So as I got closer, I needed to aim off a little bit, and I didn't. I just kept the same point of aim, and I clearly dropped, which fundamental mistake. But at the end of the day, that is 2 inch from there to there. So I've got a 2 inch group standing from 75 to 30 meters. So I'm quite happy with that. That is a good competition shoot, and from a deer stalking point of view, that is an ex-deer. But like I said, with the COVID and everything, I haven't been deer stalking for quite some time now. So yeah, happy with that. All in all, today's shooting has been rather acceptable. Notice I did come across 2 clicks, and that's brought it absolutely bang on in line, so I'm more than happy now with my position on the site. So it really is a bit more practice and everything will be fine. But competition wise, I'm happy with my rifle. I can enter the competition and I'll be alright. So let's finish the day with a little bit of messing around, a little bit of plinking, but competition wise, happy. Well chuffed with that. Good to go. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, even though Missy was wincing all the way through. She always does for some reason, I don't know, every time we stop she winces. But I hope you enjoyed it. It was a short video, yes it was. Shush, shush, do you mind? I'm talking. One of the things to remember is that it is not bench rest shooting. I don't have the luxury of an enclosed area and a lovely beautiful steady bench to shoot from. I'm on my belt buckle, I'm on the grass, I've got my sticks. Yes, I do have my sticks. Now it's because the competition allows them. Everybody's going to be using sticks, so why wouldn't you use sticks? You'd be mad not to. So it is what it is. They are quite complicated. Oh, be quiet. They are quite complicated to use. They're not easy. And whether they're practical for deer stalking, I would say no, they're not. Of course they're not. But they are sticks and I'm allowed to use them. Yeah, that's the end of the video really. There's not much else to show you. I'm gonna get this out and about now. I'm gonna have a little play with it, have a look. I don't really need it at 100 meters because that scope you can see very, very clear the full shot at 100 meters. I mean, it's like it's right in front of you. But with the cloud cover has dropped off a little bit, so I'll quickly pan around and show you where I am. Most of you who watch my videos will know exactly where I am, but if you've never seen my videos before, I am in the middle of the Lake District. Coniston is just down there in front of me. Grisdale Forest is about a mile away across the, or 2 miles across the lake, and I've got Coniston Old Man up behind me. It's an awesome place, and I do consider myself very, very, very lucky to be able to come and do stuff like this. Not many people can, so yeah, I fully appreciate what I've got, and that's why I always come up every time I can just to get some rounds down the range, or whatever range I make. What happened to my last video, the fishing video? It was the Blogger Social video. I was supposed to upload it. I've got it, I've made it, I've done it. I'm just not confident whether I should upload it because there's not really a lot of fishing involved in it. It's more of me waffling. than it is fishing, but I don't know, I'll see. I may just put it out just to say, if you want to see it, there it is. But there's not a lot of content in it, to be fair. However, I'll show you around while we can still see it. I'll swap over the cameras onto the tripod, and then I'm going to have a play and learn how to use this. So yeah, the reason, right, this was left to me by my mother-in-law, who passed away recently, and that's why I've been quite quiet. She was an awesome woman, and you know, she's going to be missed severely throughout the family. So when I was away with the military, she used to look after my kids with obviously my wife, and they used to go on holiday together, and I was doing my thing and they were doing theirs. So everybody misses her quite a lot. So let's show you around, let's have a look around, let's see what you can see, and then we'll start the walk back. I'll keep the rifle out of its bag for the short distance, just in case I get any opportunity targets. You never know up here. Anyway, that's it. You're the Wincy Pants, aren't you? Yeah, you is. What are you doing, Ned? Hey? You a good girl? You a good girl? Right. Well, foolishly, my third lots of shooting, I didn't press the record button so it never came out. So here we go. The first two groups, that's 10 rounds altogether, 155 at 100 meters. Then I moved on to my 195 grains, and again 100 meters, 5 shots. Now the one that didn't come out was the 175 grain, which was 5 shots, and my best group of the day. Can't really ask for any better than that. That's about as good as it gets, really. And as you can see there, 75 meters standing, the first shot, first 3, and a 30 meter standing, and noticeable different points of impact there. So there you go. So overall, I'm quite happy with every one of those loads, to be fair, but I do like that one. I did actually move 2 clicks to the right, and clearly this time it did make a difference. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.